Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you what's on my iPhone 6s. I actually did one of these videos ages ago, pretty much when I first started YouTube, but I accidentally deleted the video, so I thought I should do another one, especially since you guys have been requesting this recently, and I'm really happy with my phone. I got the silver one. I did want the rose gold one, but they actually sold out, so I got the silver one instead, and it doesn't really bother me too much. And I do actually have a case. I just have a plain white case, but I think it looks nicer without the case, so I decided to take it off for the video. But overall the phone's really good. I've been really enjoying the new iPhone. In all honesty, it's not too different to the last iPhone I had, which was the iPhone 5C. And yeah, there's not too many differences. The main difference I could really think of is probably the photo gallery, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. But yeah, we might as well just get into it and I'll show you what's on my phone. So when I unlock my phone, it actually comes up with my lock screen of my dog and time, obviously. I'm pretty sure none of the other iPhones have this, but they actually have a 6-pin code, but I'm pretty sure you can change that as well. So I'll just type that in and then show you what's on the phone. The first page is pretty standard. Everybody has this on the iPhone, and I didn't have to download any of the apps. So I'm not going to talk through what's on there just because you've probably seen it before. Otherwise, you can just pause the video and have a look at them yourself. But I thought I should point out the 297 unread emails just from clothing stores who want to notify me about sales and stuff. So yeah, I don't just ignore emails. But on the next page, it's also really basic. All these apps I didn't have to download, but the app I only really use on this page, to be honest, is FaceTime when I talk to my cousins, but the rest of them I really just ignore. The page that I want to talk about is this one, and all of these apps I've downloaded, so I thought I'd talk you through what's on here. So in the top left hand corner I have Trip View Lite, and this is just a transport app which I use to find out the train times in Sydney. So if you're from Sydney, you should really get this because it's really handy, and you can get a free version, which is the one that I have. I also believe they have a premium version which allows you to lock in the destinations that you want to go in, so you don't have to type it in every time, but I don't really mind not having to pay and just search it up every time. And I have Snapchat, YouTube, Messenger, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and I'll put all my social medias on the screen in case you guys want to check them out, and I'll also link them down below. But I'd have to say Instagram and YouTube are definitely my favourites and my most used. In my next folder I have photography, and on my last iPhone I had way more apps than this, but I decided to keep it pretty simple this time. So I just have Square Ready, Pic Jointer, Afterlight, Avery and VSCO Cam. Oh, low battery, great. My phone will die in a what's on my iPhone video. That's probably not a good idea. The reason that I have Square Ready is because sometimes I like to put a border around my pictures. I used to do that a lot more than I do now. So I don't really know why I have that anymore, because I used to have a bit of a theme of having a border around my photos on Instagram, but I've stopped doing that, so you know, I just still have that or something. The next one's Pic Jointer, and I use this for collages. I do a lot of collages like when it's my friend's birthday and things like that. I don't know about you guys, but I always like to make collages and post pictures of them on their wall, so that always comes in handy there. Afterlight I use for editing and putting filters on. I really recommend that one. It's got a range of filters, quite a lot. I'll just show you what's in here. So for example, if I wanted to edit a photo, say that one, you can just click here, and I really like the one that's called Seasons, just here, and I click on there, and you can go through and click on them. Like for example, there's that filter, and you can turn down the level of the filter so it can be really strong, or you can just turn it down so it's kind of faded a little bit. But they have a heap of them, and there's also all sorts of features, like you can add lighting on there, for example. You can do that, and you can also turn it down a little bit just to fade it, which just makes it look like the sun's hit it or something. And then you have this option here which allows you to do things like crop, flip the picture, put another picture on top of it so it kind of fades into another one, and all those kind of fancy features. So I really enjoy using this app at times. The next photo editing app I have is Avery, and to be honest, the only reason I have this app is because it allows me to edit out blemishes and whiten my teeth. Sometimes I get a bit fussy with my Instagram photos, but you know, that's normal, I think. So yeah, I recommend that if you guys want to fix up little things with your pictures. I won't really go into too much detail with that because that's basically all I use it for. But my favourite photo editing app, and I feel like a lot of YouTubers' favourite, is the VSCO Cam, and I just re-downloaded this again actually, so I don't know if I have to set it up or something, but I use this all the time on my last iPhone. Yeah, I have to set it up again. Oh, that's a pain. Oh. since that's going to take me a while to make the account again, I'm just going to leave it at that. But they have some really nice filters. If you look up some more videos about VSCO Cam, they will definitely show you how it's used and stuff. But it's a pretty basic app. It just has some really nice filter options, and that's the only reason I use it for, but I just really like what they have on there. My next folder is education, and this has been such a lifesaver folder, to be honest. Not so much Edmodo, but the other two have been really, really helpful. So this app right here is called Lit Analysis, and for any of you who do English, this is really, really helpful because it tells you all about techniques and poetry techniques, language techniques, you know, everything like that. So if you click on poetry, for example, it gives you a circle with all these different techniques and you can click on them. So imagery, oops, I just did that wrong. And it will tell you the definition. So I found this really useful when I was doing things like comprehension, just because I had all the techniques there for me and it really helped me learn them, so that definitely paid off in the exams. The next app I have is Maths General 2, and this is so helpful. You can't actually find the Excel apps on the App Store. You have to go onto Safari or Google, whatever, and just search up the app and then download it that way. But the Excel apps actually have a few different subjects. I know they have things like biology and stuff. They didn't have the rest of my subjects, but you know, it was great for math. So on this app they have two options, which are study cards and quick quiz. So what I did was go in the study cards and they had all my topics which would be tested in the HSC, and I'm sure people in other countries as well would be tested on these topics. So what I could do is say click on probability, and then it will give me all my subtopics in there, so I can look through and write and read through that. And I could also write notes as well if I wanted to by clicking that. So yeah, I just really wanted to show you guys this because it was really helpful for me. So you also have quick quizzes, which was really handy when I was on the go. So if you just click them, it will also give you a topic, or you can go all topics and then it will just quiz you on random stuff. And yeah, it's just really handy for when you're on the go. Then my last education app is Edmodo, and the only reason I used this was for my hospitality class because my teacher wanted to communicate with us on there, so I could probably get rid of that now since I'm done with school. So down here I just have the Creator Studio app, which is just an app which is really handy for YouTubers since it makes replying to comments and just seeing all your analytics and stuff much easier. So yeah, I really enjoy going on there to reply to comments. Then I have Pinterest, which I don't really use all that much. I love going through it and looking at the stuff, but I don't really pin a heap of stuff. So if you want to follow me, you can, but yeah, I'll have it linked down below. Then I have the Uber app, and I'm still yet to use this. Oh well, I'll get to do that sometime. Oh, if you guys want a free Uber ride, maybe I'll put my Uber thing on the screen now, because I know you get a free ride if I put my code there, so I'll do that. And this isn't sponsored by Uber or anything, I'll just put it there anyway. My next app is Periscope, and I still haven't used this either. So I only have two apps in this folder, which is music, and where I hold most of my music is on PlayTube. I just find it really easy to find music on there and just add it to playlists. I also have Shazam because often when I'm in the car I hear a song and I'm like, I want to know what that is. So that's really handy to help me find out what that song is. My next app is Speech Jammer, and this is so fun to use. Basically how it works is you put your earphones on and you go on Speech Jammer, and it allows you to hear your voice back when you're talking, if that makes sense. So you know when you're on your phone and you can hear your voice back sometimes, and it can be really annoying and make you stutter on your words. That's what this app does, so it's really funny to do with someone, and you can also record yourself doing it as well. I found it really hard when I try and speak really fast, and also when I try and sing on there, so yeah, it's good fun to do with your friends. My next app is YouNow, and a lot of you guys often ask me what is YouNow because so many YouTubers talk about it, and it's basically a place where you can live stream with your audience, and I can't see you, but you guys can see me, and we have like a little chat going down the side so I can answer your questions and stuff live. And you can now have guests join you on YouNow, which is really cool, so two of you can be on there at once. But yeah, you should follow me on there so you know when I'm doing a live stream. And my last app is TED Talks. I don't really use this all that often, but sometimes I feel like listening to some inspiring things, so if you like that kind of thing, it's a good place to download it. Otherwise just listen to TED Talks on YouTube. So that's it for all the apps that I wanted to show you, but I also wanted to show what I meant about the photo album and how it's a bit different. So when you go to your photos, say you're here and you flick to the next one, it kind of moves. Do you see what I mean? So I'll go back and show you. So I don't know, it's a bit cool. The only thing is though, I'm not sure if you can actually see all the snapshots that it takes. I wish it would do that though. That would be really cool because then you'd have a heap of options. You might be able to do that, but I just don't know. So if you guys do know how to get all those snapshots that were taken, please let me know because that would be really cool. I've tried screenshotting them because sometimes I'll like the in-between photo better than the last final photo, but then I'll try and screenshot it and it'll come out blurry, so yeah, that doesn't really work. But yeah, that's everything that's on my iPhone. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!